Any other questions about shaman?
Yeah, I have some questions.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have like, I've not been eating yet, or maybe I am. I got like a spirit goes to my body, and after this, yeah, it was in the plant medicine, and then I suddenly just knew that this was my call, and I think it's like there's a lot of obstacles on the way all the time, you know. Everything is, yeah, like they just took my son, you know. So I think sometimes I go through some very, very dark places. And that's one of the reasons I'm with you now, because I want to figure out this, yeah, this labyrinth, if you can call it like this, because I'm sometimes really struggling.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. And it's really can happen that illness is not coming only like some physical discomfort or pain or in the body, but it's also can be some big problems in your life, like losing some family members or losing friends, or get through the very heavy process in your life. It's also can be a part of transformation, which is supposed to bring you to the path of the shaman. And this has also happened with people sometimes in this way, yeah. And maybe that's what happened with you. It's just your process of becoming a healer or shaman, and the spirits is give you that experience for the reason as well, and not only to accept that experience, but also to start to do something else. Yeah. And if we don't do what we should do, spirits get more intense to push us in a way, like a form of punishment. And if we not understand, then they make it stronger and stronger, the signal or message, you can say. And if you feel there's in your life something not going well with your health, with your energy, or with your life situation, you have to ask yourself, what should I change, what I should do differently in my life that it's going to change. And yeah, this is my vision of that. Okay. Ancestors, yeah, ancestors is one of the big part of the shamanic work.
Sorry, I have a question. I put it on the mute. Does it happen at any particular age?
No, it can be very early age. Sometimes even kids can get it. Sometimes it can be very old people. It's not at all connected with age, and yeah, it can be in different age done. But yeah, it's very rare with the kids, but there's also examples exist with the kids. But mainly like middle age, you can say, like from 20 to 50, this period, I think it's most of the shamans becoming a shamans. But you cannot really say the age is important. It's only when you're a child, of course, it's more confusing, it's more difficult than to accept for parents, also for the child too, but possible. Okay, thank you for question. And back to the ancestors. Ancestors, we say it's roots of our family tree, and we are very connected with our family energy and family spirit. At this time of life, many people not have physically so much connection like in the past, because in the past family was about survival. To be with the family, it's mean to feel safe and protected. Now it's not necessary anymore, because the government take that role and give the security, give opportunity to feel safe. And we have a police, we have different institutes which is regulating this life, what in the past been regulating by the family. But still, family is important to us, and in a subconscious way, we are very, very connected with all family members, and especially with our roots, with our ancestors. And for that reason, we see that our security and our confidence and feeling safe, it's very much related with our connection with ancestors. Also, our inner power, because we believe that power coming from ancestors, because ancestors passing to you different things, we call it a family karma. And of course, if you have a great ancestors, which been a great people with a great wisdom, then it's great what we call a good karma, family karma. And opposite, if you have an ancestors which is maybe did something not nice for the world, for people, then it's a great difficult karma. But it's not mean that you need to separate. It's just mean you need to find a good and positive about your ancestors, and that's why it's so important to connect in any way. Doesn't matter who your ancestors was. Connection is give you a feelings of grounded, feelings of confidence, and feelings of being strong. And also we have to remember, even in the medical way, scientific way, we carry a DNA, and DNA is information about your ancestors. It means every cell of your body actually have full information about your ancestors. It means connection is there all the time. And even if you don't feel that connection, it's still there. But if you feel a connection, uh, if you feel the connection, then it's getting stronger, and then you can already feel that skills what I just explained, grounding, confidence. And that's why I also explain for my students that at this time coming a lot of fear, because fear is opposite of security, opposite of love, opposite of being safe. And at this time people have a lot more fear because they're losing connection with them ancestors. And most of the shamanic traditions, they bring that connection back, and we're doing ceremonies for that tonight as well, to connect with your ancestors and feel them. And also we say that most important to have a special connection with the seventh generation of your ancestors, because this is most influence you have. And even in Russian language, for example, we say family, it's have if you interpretate that word in English, you can say like 7 times me, like 7 times me. It's in Russian is семья, like you say 7 and me. And that's also mean the seventh generation. It's important for us to connect. Of course, you can connect further than seventh generation, and it's maybe also necessary, but it's kind of important number to feel that connection. And for that reason, it's good also to collect information, material information about who was your ancestors, and also information from the dreamings. Like you can dream about different ancestors and then bring that information, like maybe writing a little bit or having a vision. Maybe if you have if you're good in painting, you can painting those ancestors and try to uh, to feel that connection, like creating certain information, who was your roots, who was your ancestors. And in my opinion, is pretty important, and it's make you feel that you're not alone, because for many people it's very easy to feel alone, and also very easy to feel like lost, because they don't feel that support, because we see ancestors standing from your back, and we say that they are holding your back. And in the ritual today, we will see them touching your shoulders. Yeah, like we say, the father standing from your right side, the mother standing from your left side, and they touching your shoulders. And that touch is like kind of support. That's why in the past, traditionally, people always ask blessing from ancestors, a blessing from parents. And if they want to do something, if they want to travel, or if they want to uh, find a relationship, whatever, start a new thing to do, they always ask a blessing. Because if you get blessing from your ancestors, then your uh, process is going more smooth, yeah, more light. And if you don't get that blessing, you have more doubting, you have more kind of unsure energy, and not enough confidence as well. And that's why it's so important to get that support and get that blessing from your ancestors and connection. And we use a lot in Siberian tradition symbol of the family tree. Family tree have roots, and this is ancestors. Branches is a living people, and stem, actually it's a connection channel between living people and ancestors. And actually when you connect with ancestors, you're opening that energy, or you can say opening that channel which coming from the roots of your family tree, and that energy start coming up. Yeah, and that is very, very important energy for life, for being, for yeah, feeling good. Yeah, as I tried to explain. And again, it's part of our ceremony, and shortly I will explain what we're going to do. First, what you focus about 7 generation of your ancestors, and you start from your parents. Yeah, like you feel your parents standing behind you. It doesn't matter they alive or not alive. You try to feel them behind. Of course, maybe exist people who maybe never seen parents, or maybe been adopted and missing connection. But anyway, you try to feel them. And people who adopted, actually they have even more ancestors, because you get ancestors from your blood family, but also from the family which has adopted you. It's mean you have 2 mothers and 2 fathers in that way. And then you can imagine them as well, like not 2 but 4 parents standing behind. And behind your parents standing your grandparents. And what the grandparents do, they also not only standing, but they place them hands on your shoulders. Not your parents on your shoulders, but the grandparents put the hands on the shoulders of your parents. Yeah, like they create a form of connection line, yeah, through that touch. You visualize that, you imagine that in the ceremony, time of the ceremony. Um, and yeah, that was a very ugly things. Somebody write in chat that parents did very ugly things for the child, and of course, it's even in that kind of parents, you still can involve to the ritual, because what we believe that every person have two parts, and even people doing very bad things like abuse or whatever else, very bad and negative, they still have a light part inside, and this light part is there too, and you can always connect with that light part of each person, which can be very difficult when somebody hurt you, and especially if it's your parents, and if your parents hurt you, then you don't want to connect, then you don't want to see them, then you don't want to do anything. And actually inside the families is opening up a lot of pain. And if you look how much pain you get from your family, I'm sure you find many situation stories when it happened. But even if it happened, we still can do this ceremony, because it's not about kind of revenge or something to pay back and bring negative back. It's a shamanic work. It's often about healing. We want to heal something what happened, because if you not heal that, then it's coming a next generation, a next generation, a next, like you create a certain circle of negative energy which is circling again and again. But you can also change that by doing a ceremonies, healing ceremonies, and one of them is today. And then 7 generation, like you are the first parents, second, grandparents third, then great grandparents, it's generation 4, and they also do that. They great grandparents already put hands on the shoulder of your grandparents, and you step by step visualize that many ancestors standing behind you, and they all connecting by touching each other shoulders. That's what you do first. And then second, what are you focus? You feel your ancestors, feel them energy, and first what you do, you feel gratitude, you feel love, you feel thanks to them. It's like important part for the ancestors, because we say ancestors need our respect and our thanks, and you can say gratitude, what we can give to them. And if it's difficult for you to give to some persons in your life, just give it generally to all those ancestors which standing behind you. And we call that a shamanic prayer, because by doing that work, you in a way you praying for your ancestors. And prayer is one of the most powerful instruments of the healing. And when you pray, you not only helping your ancestors or somebody around, but you also helping yourself, because prayer always have a higher frequency what we are living, and the prayer bring you into another level of being and living and enjoying. And again, shamanic prayer for us, it's more positive feelings, positive thinking. It's what you express during your life or during the ceremonies. And in this ceremony, uh, you just pray for your ancestors, and it's not with the words, it's more with the feelings, like feelings that you are happy that you have these ancestors behind you. You try to find that feelings. It's more through the feelings. But if some words coming out of you and you want to say something to your ancestors, just feel free to do that. And then next step, you connecting strongly, and you have opportunity to ask some support, some help in some process in your life. It's maybe can be material part of your life, can be relationship, can be your work, whatever else, anything what you need some help in your life, you can ask your ancestors to support you in that process, because energy is open. You're opening the connection, and you open also to receive something from them. And it can be just an energy, it can be some vibrations you can feel, or something else. Yeah, that's can be different for everyone during that moment. Yeah. And after when you ask for help, and maybe help not coming immediately, maybe it's coming next days, and maybe the process what you do is very long, and then you need maybe help in coming weeks or months, and once in a while you can ask again your ancestors to support. And also, after this ceremony, I recommend you to give some offer to your ancestors. And the offer is the best, it's a food, yeah, and the best the food what you like. And I hope you have a little bit of food in your house in the place where you are, and you can place that food on the small plate, and place it in if you have altar in your house, you can place it on altar, or you can choose any other place. Maybe you have some photos of your ancestors. I see on the video some of you have photos behind you. Then you can place that near those photos, just kind of offer to them. We use, as I say last lesson, we can use different offers: chocolate, alcohol, milk, rice, sweets, as an offer to the spirits, and also to ancestors as well. And if you're smoking, for example, you can give some tobacco, uh, because for you it's important things. Vodka, yeah, you can give vodka if you have some in your house. Um, but it's not so important what you give, because it's more important your good attention and that you want to give. Yeah, because this is the way to also connect. And it's after the ceremony, after when we finish, you can do that. And very last part of the ritual, you can ask ancestors to show you your family totem, like animal which is carry the quality of your family, and which is take care of your family, because we say exist your personal totems, but also exist a family totem. Maybe you know already your family totem, but if you don't know, maybe it will be something new for you to see what animal related with your family, and also related with your ancestors too. That's what you can ask to see it. And you don't do anything special with this totem, just try to figure out who is the totem of your family. This is the ceremony, and now we're ready to begin. For
May
the
I ask
yes,
one question, Ahamkara? When you say the family, I have a father and a mother. So, which family I have a totem?
it's more for you now, yeah, because there's many ways. Like in the old Siberian way, uh, there's a free option to get a totem. Like you can get a totem when the people start living together as a family, normally man and woman. Then they can take a totem of the man family from the man. They can take a totem from the woman family, or they can start a new totem, like the connect with a new totem, which becoming for them totem. But when I'm talking about totem, it's a totem for now, for you, for your family, what you're living with now. Yeah, because if you go far to the past, it can be many different totems. In Altai tradition right now, they do it like this. They do that a woman take a totem of the man. Yeah, only one option. That's why quite many totems has disappeared, and some family totems has get too big, like exist very huge families which carry the same totem, but many disappeared because they just make it more strict regulation about that only men can, the woman should take a totem of the woman. Yes, a little bit same with the surname. What I don't know how in Europe, but in Russia, a woman mainly take a surname of the man, and that's a bit the same with the totems too. But you ask about the totem, or not of your ancestors, but more the totem what now in your family for you, yeah, exist. Because your ancestors can be also from the different totems. Okay.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I have thought for a while that my totem was like the dragonfly. And when I do some ceremonies with some people, they like come back from the ceremony and they say, but we see your totem, we see you protect us with the owl. Is that possible to have more than one totem?
Yeah, sure, it's very possible. And in different shamanic tradition, you have 4 totems. Actually, totem is a word from, I think, North American word we call, it's not a totem, we call power animals in
Yes.
Siberia, power animals. And yeah, it's only one is your mother animal. That's only one animal what you can have. But power animals, totems, you can have many to connect. Okay.
I have it.
Yes.
Last question, because the dragonfly, I have it with sometimes when I do some work with some gurus, you know, and I go for a week in meditation, and when I come home, it's like all of my garden was full of dragonflies. So could that also be a sign? I never seen them before there.
Yeah, it can be a sign, especially if you see some animals very often, or it's coming in your dreams. Of course, it's a sign, and can be it's your totem or the animal what you need to connect, and it carries some power, definitely. All right, let's find a place and relaxed. Close your eyes. You can sit down or you can lie down. What is the best for you? And the first part of the ceremony, you creating 7 generation lines of your ancestors standing behind, and all of them is putting the hands on the shoulders of the line in front, and then you try to feel that strong connection with your ancestors, and also you give your gratitude and respect and thanks to all those ancestors which standing behind, and try to feel back some support and confidence and the wisdom what they passing to you. The next moment you feel the connection with the ancestors which standing behind you, and you ask them to support in some of the process in your life. You can choose anything what you need help in your life and ask your ancestors to help you with that. And very last moment of the dreaming, you ask the ancestors show you the family totem what you are connected right now, what your family connected right now, and see what animal will appear and show up, and try to feel the energy of this animal, the power of this animal. And now one more time, feel your big thanks, respect and love to your ancestors which standing behind. Feel a great support and very powerful energy which is behind you. Feel it's like your protection, like your grounding, like your power, and keep that feelings with you, you can slowly coming back from the dreaming. When you are ready, you can open your eyes, stretch your body. And it's a short ceremony, but it's already can change your inner feelings. I already feel in my body more power, and I really enjoy that feelings of feeling my ancestors behind me, and also feeling that I'm connecting with them, and they are passing me a great energy. And again, even if some of your ancestors been not a good people, they still your ancestors. And they still have a good good vibes, good energy, and you just need to focus about this good energy instead of focus about something which is been maybe heavy or not nice, because important to understand we have two parts, and these two parts like always exist.
Can I ask something?
Yeah, sure.
Um, is it possible that I could feel the pain with the lungs? That there is a lot of pain in my um, ancestor lines?
Yes, it's possible, and lungs in Siberian view very connected with the right kidney, and the kidney is connected with the fear. And when you did this ritual, the fear is melting, and reaction can come in the organs in our body which is related with that energy of the fear. And always when something leaving you, it's coming through some discomfort or through the pain. And that's how I see that process with you.
Thanks.
Anybody else like to ask something?
Hi, Ahamkara. I have a question.
Yes.
I don't really have any family, and family are not important to me.
Mm-hmm.
My friends that I met in this life are more important. So asking for ancestors was difficult. Do you think that ancestors can come from other lives, not me in this life, but my other lives and my ancestors from those lives?
Of course, sure. You can connect with your ancestors from previous lives as well. That's possible too, or from both lives, from this life and previous lives. It's mean there's many of them, and it's already your choice. Yeah, there's you can feel, if you feel like to connect with the previous lives, it's it's okay. But you know that often we reincarnate in the same family, because until you are not fix some karmic issues with this family, most of the time you reincarnate again and again to fix it, and then you often meet same souls, yeah, but with another roles, yeah. And that's what happen very often, that we need to pass some lessons, and that's why maybe there's the same people from previous lives too.
I think it's the first time in this life.
Maybe first time. It's also possible. Yeah, that's how it works. And let me announce the next day. Tomorrow we'll have another meeting, and you're very welcome. And tomorrow I like to talk about subject of trance, different forms of trance, shamanic trance, because in my vision, trance is one of the main instrument of shamanism, And the drum, for example, it's also instrument, but actually it's instrument for trance. And yeah, this is what I like to share tomorrow. And also tomorrow we try to use some movements. Tomorrow you need to not sit still, but a little bit moving to get some feelings of trance in your body. And yeah, that's the idea. What somebody asked, what's the music I play? Instrument is called mouth harp, like this instrument, mouth harp. And it's maybe in Siberia, it's a second instrument after the drum, which is quite important for the shamans. Mouth harp, hummus.
Can I talk? Can I be heard?
Yes, sure.
Am I heard?
Yes.
I can't tell. Oh, good. I wanted to say thank you. And my ancestors, that was so powerful. I really just had this beautiful moment of realizing I am that 7th generation forward prayer. I am an answer to their prayers. It was just beautiful.
Yes, of course, because they've been dreaming that next generations come true, you know, and then you are the next generation. And same as we need to pray also for the future generations if we talk about family. And if you changing your energy, changing your family karma, let's say like that, then you open up more like a gate for the future generations which will come. And yeah, thank you.
And I really just appreciate so much your generosity with these trainings. It's just lovely. Your spirit is just a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you for the nice words. Thank you. And okay, then if somebody still have questions, feel free to contact me by email or some other networks, chats, WhatsApp, and Facebook. And
Question.
yeah.
Question.
Mhm.
Where can you put in the chat where we can get the videos, because sometimes it's lagging for me, so I like to have the videos.
My favorite chat is like WhatsApp or Signal, because there I can also use voice messages, because I'm still not so good in English of writing in English, and it's taken me so long time to text, and that's why I prefer to do like voice messages. And sometimes I'm not answering emails for a long time, not because I don't want to answer, but just it's a big resistance in me
But
to.
I have the same, but I think if you could put a link in the chat now, where I could push the link maybe, so we could where you put the videos.
I can put my telephone number, because this is the like login telephone number. And
Okay, I have it, but maybe the other don't have it.
yeah,
I have been in contact with you before. I don't know if you remember. I was the guy go to Belgium where we didn't meet.
Yeah, this is my telephone number. Plus it's a 00. I think it's the same, plus or 00. And
okay, thank you so much.
And that's my Signal, and my WhatsApp, and also Telegram is on that number. And yeah, if you send me some message, then yeah, that will be the best way for me to connect. And
Okay.
yeah, looking forward for 3 more lessons. Next days till Friday we do every day, and then the last will be at Monday lesson. Just some people get mixed up. Tomorrow I will put recording also in YouTube and Teachable as well. But unfortunately, I forget to record the first part about shamanic illness, but the rest will be there. Okay, I wish you a good evening, and lovely to be together. And yeah, till tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Blessings
Thank
for all of you.
you. Bless you.